Hey everyone, welcome back to Cheese and Turtles. My name's Imogen, and in today's video I'm taking you with me on one final walk around Durham to say goodbye to all my favourite places from the last 3 years. So yeah, I'm going to be vlogging it. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So my very first place on our tour is my uni house room, because I've spent so many hours in here writing my summatives, writing my exams. I have laughed, I have cried, I have slept very little in this room, but yes, so let's take a look. I have deliberately not tidied at all because I wanted you to experience it in all its shitty glory. This is a tiny little room. Hi. This is the mirror that I've got ready in front of before many days and nights out. Clothes on the floor. Little bowl from yesterday that I still haven't cleaned up. Window, now it is very rare that the curtains are actually open, so probably would be more accurate if I was to do that, because that is basically how this room looked like the majority of the time, and that's kind of how I want to remember it, as a shitty little box room that got me through the last 2 years of my degree. This place used to have posters, but I took the posters down and I have not brought them back. A few little pride flags, and I have basically emptied out my wardrobe. So that is my room. Our second stop is KOKORO. This is my favourite sushi place in Durham. For some reason someone's parked a huge fucking van in front of it, but it's like closed obviously because it's like 6 in the morning. Next door is Caffe Nero, and this is where I found out my final year exam results. So both of these places special to me because seriously, knowing I was getting sushi at the end of the week got me through many difficult weeks at university. The marketplace. So I mean I can't even begin to describe how many times I've like met friends here, been out here. I've been here literally at all times of day, early morning, afternoon, night, middle of the night. I guess those two the same, but yes, many memories here for me. No sentimental tour of Durham would be complete without pointing out Flat White. Flat White is one of the most iconic coffee shops in Durham, and the reason I'm not on the main one at Sadler Street, if you live in Durham you'll know there's a main one, is that I always came here to the secret Flat White, which has fewer queues and it is more chill. So yes, Flat White, the scene of many a reunion over coffee with my friends, and above it, obviously, Osbourne's, which was the first club that I went to in Durham. Speaking of clubs, Jimmy's was also a club that I have really enjoyed going to. I went there in first year and I went back there again just the other day. Obviously, again, closed. I'm not sure why I thought it would be a good idea to do this tour at 6 AM. Basically, I'm just trying not to run into anyone I know, and so far it's worked. This is Owengate, right next to the castle. Fun fact, I actually thought when I first arrived at castle that I was going to live here. There was a mix up with accommodation, but I thought I was going to be in here, Owengate, which would actually be my second choice because it is a lovely accommodation block, but I ended up being in the castle itself. Here we are at Palace Green. It's all set up for graduation, and surprisingly there are already people here. I mean, I guess it makes sense because there's a graduation at 9 AM, but even so, like, I'm surprised by how busy it is. Also, I want to sit in one of these big deck chairs. I have a lot of really fond memories here as well. The biannual Durham Light Festival Lumiere is held here, and they always project light shows onto the cathedral. And I remember also in first year on bonfire night running out of here to look at the fireworks over Durham because we got like a decent view from here. And of course, this is my college, the beautiful University College Durham. I have like too many memories here to list actually. Now this is all set up for graduation as well, as you can see. I've got a little merch stall over there, but in case you haven't watched my castle tour, this was my room in first year, and I've met like some of my closest friends here. Some of them lived there, some of them lived there, some of them lived in the rest of the place. I've been to June balls here, Halfway Hall. I matriculated here in part. I've been to concerts, I've been to events. Yeah, love castle. I'm about to show you one of my absolute favourite spots in Durham, right by the River Wear. It's actually right by John's Boathouse. Now I am actually leaving Durham, I can give up my secret spot, although it's not very secret, but you know. And I came here a lot in first year to sort of like sit by the river and calm the hell down, especially during exams. And I bring my journal here, and it was just the perfect spot to kind of like reconnect with nature and chill out, and it definitely helped my mental health a lot being here. So yeah, I wanted to share it with you. So in case anybody's watching this video who's thinking of coming to Durham, and you come to Durham and you get stressed out, this is the place to go to not be stressed out anymore. And it's literally just a little spot by the river where I could sit and think, and it really helped because obviously I do geography and there's a lot of theory involved in a Durham degree, but sometimes it's nice to actually go outside in nature and look at the practical aspects and be reminded like why I was doing this degree. So yeah, that was very helpful for that. So here we are, this is the step down to the river from John's boathouse. That is where I used to sit specifically with my back against the tree. Just look at that, it's really peaceful. It is so peaceful. I mean, until the boat crews start rowing past, but like, most of the time it's peaceful. Kingsgate Bridge is one of the main, if not the main, route from Castle to the science site, so it's always full of people walking to and from lectures, and I walked across here loads of times. In the winter it does kind of become like an ice rink, but looking back maybe that's part of the charm. Not so much at the time though. There is Hatfield College, or the back of it. This is the South Bailey, where a lot of the Bailey colleges are located. I remember walking along here the very first day I came to Durham when I was moving in, and yeah, it was one of the first places that sort of formed my impression of Durham. Not a bad place to start, actually. This is Prebends Bridge, which is probably the more scenic route to the science site from Castle, and the one that I never ended up taking because Kingsgate was quicker, but I walked over this also on my first day in Durham, and I was amazed by like how far above the river it is. Like, it's a really tall bridge. Maybe I'm just small, I don't know, I'll show you, you can judge for yourself. So here we are on the viewing platform, and look, I mean, that is a long way up, I fear. Am I wrong? Is that not a long way up? It looks like a long way up to me. One of the other things I remember most on this bridge is I actually went stargazing here in first year, and it is an amazing stargazing spot. Like, genuinely, probably one of the best in Durham, because you can just see, like, the sky is really open, so if you're ever interested in that, I recommend coming here. Finally arrived at the Bill Bryson Library, affectionately known as the Billy B, probably where I wrote some of my worst and some of my best assignments. I spent a lot of time here in first year, less time in second year, and almost no time in third year. And this magnificent building, just in front of the Billy B, is the geography department. Now, when I was in first year, the very first day I arrived, I took a photo with that sign right there that says geography. Now, there's a big marquee here, so obviously I can't do the same, but I'm hoping, like, I'll probably take one with the sign over here, because there's another geography sign. Anyway, I kind of wanted to recreate that photo, so maybe I will. This is the TLC, more formally the Teaching and Learning Centre. I had so many practicals, like computer practicals in here, and it was also my favourite study spot. Especially the top floor of the TLC is a really good study spot, and also good for meetings. They got like private rooms you can book and stuff, so anyway, yes, love this place. Alright, the final place on the tour is Observatory Hill. If you don't know, it is one of the best points of view over Durham, because there is the Cathedral, and again, it's somewhere I visited a lot in first year and then kind of like not subsequently, so I wanted to like come back here and look at the view, because the view is viewing. It's a bit windy. Hopefully these clouds will clear away by the time it is time for me to graduate, which is happening in approximately 7 hours, most of which I'm going to spend getting ready. Yeah, there's a lot of admin to do. Anyway, this is an amazing view over Durham. I'll give you a slightly better view, hang on. There we go. This is a really good place to watch fireworks from, although I never did. But it's also a really good place to like watch the sunrise, sunset, and generally just get views over Durham. Because like, look at the skyline. That's amazing. Okay, so that is all for this Durham tour. I hope you enjoyed my little nostalgic walk around Durham. If you're not really subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram. I will also be posting many more like degree reflection videos. I'll be doing a graduation vlog, so stay tuned for that. Obviously, that's not something you want to miss. And yeah, I gotta go home and get ready for graduation and then film my graduation vlog. But stay tuned, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye!